Look at this problem number 9. Here's what we're given. We're given this function here. Right, here's our function. There's a lot going on here. Here's our actual function. And then we're given these individual pieces here. We're given these pieces. These are the pieces that we're given. And what we want to do is find the derivative of this function using these pieces. Now, look what we're given here. The derivative of the first. Well, here's the first, and here is the derivative of the first. It's telling us the derivative of the first is this expression here. But I'm going to tell you, this is wrong. I know this is wrong because this really here is supposed to match this number right here. So this just got put into the computer incorrectly. But I think when we type our answer, we're probably going to have to use that 3. So anyway, here's what's going on. The derivative of the function is the derivative of the first times the second. Now, here's the first, here's the second. This tells us the derivative of the first is this. And here's the second. So we have the second, 5x plus 3. All right? And then the first, so we've got the first. The first is this one right here. And times the derivative of the second. And over here is telling us that the derivative of the second is just the 5. So we're going to have to put these in order. So I'm going to say this, that f prime of x is equal to the derivative of the first. And now remember, they're telling us that the derivative of the first is this. So I'm going to write that expression. But I know this is supposed to be a 4, but I think they've inadvertently put a 3 here. So I'm going to write it as 3 because I think that's how they want the answer when it checks with the computer. So this is going to be x over 2, and then x squared plus, I'll write a 3, but it's really a 4, to the negative 3/4. Okay, that's this part right here. That's the derivative of the first, right, because they told us that, times the second. And the second is at 5x plus 3. So we'll times 5x plus 3. Plus, right, here's our plus sign right there. What? Plus what? The first. The first. So here's the first. So let's write that. So we're going to write that x squared plus 4 to the 1/4. And they do have that one right. Okay, so I copied it correctly. There's the first. They do have the 4 there, but when they came down here, they inadvertently put a 3. I think that might be left over from the last problem. Well, anyway, there's the first times the derivative of the second. Now, they're telling us the derivative of the second, right? Here's the second. The derivative of the second is just a 5. So that's going to be times 5. Now, that's all we're supposed to do, is just put them into the right order. So I would claim now that our solution is just this one right here. So we just type that in as our answer.